welcome to Finance Sister. This is my YouTube channel where we talk about everything related to money, financial freedom, and a balanced lifestyle in Portland, Oregon. Okay, I'm really excited about this video. We're going to do a quick 5-minute breakdown of your annual salary. So you're going to be able to budget your entire salary for the year in less than 5 minutes by using a pen and notepad paper. I'm doing this so that you can see just how simple it is to actually account for all the money that you're going to make in a year and see where it could go if you actually stick to these different line items and see how much you actually have left over to put towards vacation, retirement, another car, whatever it may be. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to use $80,000 just as an example for this exercise. So say you have an $80,000 year salary. I'm going to say you take 25% out for taxes. This could be less or more just depending on your state income tax. Ours is 9% in Oregon, so this would be a little bit higher, but I'm going to just use a little bit of an average because it also depends on your tax filing status, if it's single, married, head of household, etc. So we're going to say 25% is taken away for taxes, and that leaves you $60,000. Okay? And I just put a couple little columns here to give you an idea of where we're going with this. Next, we're going to say tithe and savings. If you tithe, great. If not, then let's just say that you put 10% towards savings automatically. All right? So that's going to leave us with $54,000 left. Okay? We're just going to go step by step. Next is going to be rent and mortgage. So let's assume that you're able to just do 25% of your take-home pay towards your housing, which is what a lot of financial gurus recommend you doing, just so that you have more margin in your life to put towards other expenses and also investments, which we'll get to. So let's say that's 25% of your take-home pay, and that would be $1,250 per month or $15,000 a year. So that leaves you with $39,000. Okay, right there. Say you do $600 a month for eating out, groceries, anything food related. That is going to be $7,200 per year, which ends up being $31,800 left. Okay? That's where we're at currently with the annual salary. Let's say that you spend $500 a month on gas, any kind of transportation, if it's public transport, insurance, and vehicle maintenance. So anything related to that, $500 a month, which is $6,000 a year, which brings us down to $25,800 left in your total annual salary to budget out. Okay? Let's say that for clothes, necessary expenditures like getting a haircut, getting deodorant, stuff like that, anything that would fall under your personal fund and things that maybe you would spend on a hobby like a sporting event or something specifically for you, we're going to say that's all $200 a month that you get to spend on those things. You get $50 for entertainment, and then $40 on gifts, and $80 on cell phone. All of those things come up to, plus $150 for household expenses, miscellaneous items, things that are kind of unexpected that come up. Let's say all of those are grouped together. All of those things come to $6,240. Okay? And yes, I did the math on this beforehand, so I'm not doing this in my head, right? So that's the total amount right there. If you're tracking with me right here, this right here. So that means that after all of those things, if you stick to that number for your budget for each one of those categories, then you would be left with $19,560 of income in a year that you can put towards healthcare, investments, cars, vacations, anything like that. I didn't include healthcare in here because that varies so much depending on what your employment looks like and what your company offers if you're self-employed. But even if you spent like $300 a month on healthcare, you would still have $1,300 a month basically to invest, save, do anything else that you want with that money. Plus, let's not forget that you're technically living on about $32,000 a year because you're already taking out that 10% for your tithe. That's pretty cool. So that's basically how you do a really quick estimate on how much do you have in a given year to put towards things that are not like basically necessary living expenses or lifestyle things that you're going to spend money on. Like it's not really an option to not spend money on a mortgage, on food, on some type of transportation, and but still giving yourself a little bit of margin for the things that are like clothes, hobbies, gifts, other entertainment stuff. So on an $80,000 a year income, you still have almost 20 grand left to actually go towards your financial goals. If you guys have any questions on what I did here, really it was very quick, a little bit sloppy, but I wanted to show how easy it is for you to just sit down with a pen and notepad and see how much you actually have given your current income to how much you have extra in a year and what it could look like for you to put a certain amount of money towards either a down payment on a house, or if you're trying to cash flow kids going to a private school or college, or you want to see how much money you have extra to put towards a couple of really cool vacations. This is what you can use to start planning out some of those things and see what you actually can do in a given year. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.